Welcome to my channel, and today I like to show you how to fix and extend high-end jacket. You see a jacket here. I'm showing you the top and I'll show you the bottom, and now I will show you the brand. This is the brand, the name of the company, and I will show you little by little the things that I need to fix. Now, first, somebody already here extend because the jacket was smaller here and here under the armpit. If you can see, different fabric, and I'm showing you the sleeve here. Now I will go a little slow and show you the waist. See the waist, exact the same manners it goes on the other side, but I will show you the real damage, and the real damage of this imitation of the skin. I don't believe it's leather skin, leather. I want to show you the real damage. I hope you can see the cracks of the leather, and this will need to be fixed. So I will go and see all the way around of the jacket. The jacket is beautiful. Yes, and I will go and see all the way around. You see under the armpit here, it's just couldn't take the pressure. Probably the shoulders was too big. I have pants that I can use. Those pants, they're gonna help me to cover the damage that been done. Plus I would like to do change the fabric that here, to leather, and I would like to make it look more fit. So I will open the waistband here, and I will open all the way those stitches. I will remove this fabric, and then I will add to the sleeve and to the sides. I will add a leather fabric that I showed you, and plus I will need to cut all the damaged pleather, and I will go and open everywhere that I can to change this. It's whatever you do, you can't fix that because it's ripped to the point that it's been damaged. So pieces needs to be taken and need to do the imitation of exact the same squares. I hope you can see the squares here on the fabric, that it should look like it was there. So first I'm gonna open the stitches, and I will go and open, and after I open the stitches, you have to be very, very careful. You have to look not to rip the pleather or whatever its fabric is made of. You don't want to damage all the jacket. The other point is if you damage it, so you can't fix it. Here I have a stitch that I can open and I can extend. So, and it gives me like a designer or what they did. There's pieces here, so I can open. I will open lining also, here on the other side. And I will remove all the all the fabric that been added, and I will exchange to the fabric look-alike. So let's go. I'll open everything. I will get rid of all the excess, and then I will show you how I'm gonna fix that. After many hours, all right, I did manage to open the seams. Let me show you. It's left only the belt here, and all the seams I did open, even on the other side. This is how it looks when I open all the seams. The main attention is I will need to open here to replace the piece, and then I will show you what I'm going to do next. I will show you how I'm going to replace the piece. All right, as we continue, I open everything, and I want to show you what I'm going to do. Here is the piece. I want to show you the piece. Here is the piece of the, I hope you can see, that was, here is the situation, you see. So what I did is I cut from leather. I don't know if it's leather or leather imitation. It behaved like a leather. So I cut this piece, and I want to show you it fit perfect. And what I'm going to do, I know it's black, it's hard to see, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this piece on top of the ripped piece. This was inside, and I will do square imitations. I won't connect this piece with this kind of stitch. There is no way that this kind of fabric will hold with this leather, because this is not leather. They won't stay together. They will change the direction. They won't look nice together. But if I'm gonna do, this is what I'm trying to show you. I'm gonna give stay stitch on top, or I'm gonna do the imitation of the squares, because here I have squares. Each square inch, almost 3 centimeters. So I will go and continue to do the imitation of the squares up, all the way up with the black thread on the machine. Go slow till I'm gonna cover this. I have another situation on the other side that I want to show you. I have here problem with the fabric, and I decided to put a simple patch on it. I'm looking for a piece. It's black, it's hard to find. They all loosen themselves. I need to find it. I'm simple gonna do the patch on top and continue and do imitation. I won't rip as the other piece, because this is the most terrible piece. But here I can do the patch and continue the imitation. If it's gonna be too thick, so I will cut later on. So I'll do it, and I'll show you how I did it. One piece. It's easy to do. It's not hard to do. I'm gonna go on the sewing machine, and then I will show you later what I did. All right, I did connect the piece, and I'm showing you how I connect. I try to imitate the squares. It didn't work on the machine, and I didn't want to use the chalk and do the drawings. So I did this way, and then it will be easy for me to connect that way. So one piece is ready. I'm showing you the inside, how it became. It didn't work on the machine easy way, but it did. This is old thread. So I did the way that it gives me, and it went nice. It's gonna be under the armpit anyway. And now I will go and do fixed all this fabric on the other side of the other sleeve. Here I'm gonna give the patch. I'm not gonna remove this, and I'm not gonna change this. I simple will take a piece, and I will go and I'm gonna give the patch, and then I'm gonna imitate again here. But here I'm not gonna cut because it's not so dramatically, it wasn't so dramatically that it was on the other side. What I want to show you is the inside of this piece that I'm working with, adding with, and I want to show you here the differences between some pieces. So if you can see here, the piece, it's more being worn, like if you see here, and those pieces I won't use because they already fragile, and they've been worn and been, you know, there's stressful area. I will use this kind. You know, if you see it, this is the inside. The outside look very well on all of them, but inside you need to look the leather, and you need to work and see, because the leather, when you are sewing, has needle holes and you can see through. So those pieces I won't use either, because if I'm gonna sew on top of them, definitely it will be ripped. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use only those pieces that they nice, that I know they well, and don't forget to work on the grain. Work as you working on the regular fabric. Now I'm going to do the patch on the other side, and I'll come back to you and show you what I did. All right, I did the patch, and I hope you can see the patch. I'm gonna turn on the other side that you can see, besides the inside, this is the patch. So what I need to do is I need to cut, and as original, I'm gonna cut as original, and I'll show you what I did. Trying to get exact, and then I'm gonna turn on the right side that you can see. It's a beautiful patch. Okay, one patch here and the other patch, as you remember, I did on the other side. Let me find where it is. Here it goes. I have different kind of leather, but this leather is not shining enough. It is more thinner and more comfortable to work with, as for that structure of the fabric, but this fabric is not shining enough, and it has a little bit, if you can see, difference of the originality. I know this jacket, it's not real leather, but as I want to imitate and make it look alike, so I do putting a leather patches. I don't have different fabrics to do so, so it has to be exact what it is. From now on, I will check all the size where in between the stitches, and here another one is being asking to be done. And after I'm gonna do so, this is what I'm doing. I want to show you. I'm just putting patches on top and sewing with the regular sewing machine and with a needle that won't punch the fabric. This needs to be patched here, and I will be done. What I will do later, I will need to do extension. I will need to do bigger, because this jacket, it's my jacket, and I love this look, really love the look, but I gain weight, and there is no way that I can get into it. So it will probably, I will need, and let me show you how I'm planning to do so. I'm gonna lay down on the table, and this is, I don't know, if you don't know how to do it, you better look for professional advice. But me sewing so many years, so I will go and create myself a pattern. This is what I'm trying to show you, that I will go and create me a pattern. It has curves here, so I will cut curves here. I will check this fabric and see that no rips. I will cut the of the fabric where the stitches were. This is it, punching holes, there's holes inside, and I'm not gonna stitch over it. I'm gonna cut the piece like that. This is what you see, what I'm laying the fabric. This is how I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut here, give for place for a seam allowance, and then afterwards I will add pieces for a belt. So I'm just showing you, and pieces for a belt, and belt will go separate pieces. I'm not gonna do one piece, and I will gonna add this kind of fabric on top. If you can see the inside, this is what it's there. So to keeps me warm, I need to add this fabric. If you can see it, I have somebody gave me new table runners, you know, like for under the plate that you can put. I ripped off the fabric, and I'm gonna use it. And I have another fabric that I'm gonna use to do the lining, because the lining here different fabric, but this is the best that I can find. So I'm gonna use used fabric, yes, for costume, and I'm gonna put inside the pieces as I do the pieces for the jacket. I'm gonna make this jacket my size. You need to measure yourself. When you open the outfit, you put outfit on. When you open the outfit, you put on, and then you measure your arms, under your arms, how much it means. You have to open this fabric also, and then you will see how much is being asking. I did open, it's open, and then you see how much you need to add. Use your measurement tape and measure with your measurement tape and see how much you need to add. And you need to see how much, and I advise you to turn on the other side, the outfit, on the left side. That will be easy for you to use the chalk. And I am heavily advising you to use this kind of chalk and not the soap, because the soap doesn't go well on the leather inside fabric. On top, I'm not using no pins and no chalk and no soap. The reason is I don't know how it's gonna react after I'm gonna make the outfit, and it will stain. Those stains don't go away, and I don't want my work go for nothing. So I am continue. I showed you and I told you in ahead what I'm going to do, and you can do it. No pins, no chalk on top of this fabric. Not this fabric, not the fabric that you're adding. You can work the inside. It means turn your outfit on the right side on the table and work from there. Now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one patch, as I said, needs to be done there, and I'm done, and I can add fabric in between, and I can extend my jacket and make it work for me. So I will show you. I will try and do the imitation of the squares, but I'm not sure as this leather or pleather fabric that I'm adding. I really don't know what it is because there's no label there, and it doesn't gives me exact uh, it doesn't go under my machine, doesn't slide well under my machine. So I need to do the triangles. So the triangles works very well, but the squares doesn't want to give me the way to do it. So I'm going to continue to showing you what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it step by step. I don't think that you need to see me under the sewing machine, because if you know how to sew, you know exact when you cut exact size, when you know what you're doing. You just need to go slow on the sewing machine, and I'll show you next. Well, I did patches all the stitches that was damaged yet, let's say, and now I will go and work on the pieces, and I'm gonna make not one piece, I'm gonna make 4 pieces, because I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm gonna stitch on the sewing machine now the stitches this way and that way, making exact as I want the squares. And this needs to have 4 pieces, because I'm gonna add not only on the sides of the jacket, I will add on the sleeve also. So now I will go and do the squares on the machine, and I will connect these pieces of leather to the pieces of this. So it's easy to do, you know how to do it. I'm going on the sewing machine and I'll show you later how it came out. I sewn on the sewing machine the squares. You just go straight one way and turn and go straight the other. I didn't mark anything. I just wanted to make look like this one and second one, and I want to see maybe I will have enough and I wouldn't need to make more squares. This is long time taking because the machine, and you have to be gentle with the leather pleather, whatever it is, I don't know. So this is what I did. I'm gonna try on the jacket, and I want to see if I need more pieces to add to it. Maybe those pieces split on two and it will be enough. I want to see. I didn't forget that I need to add to the belt, but the belt itself doesn't require the squares. So if you see straight piece, so where is the other piece? Here is hanging on the wall on the here. So I'm just gonna do the infusion, I think, and or there is nothing here, but I'll see how it works to add piece. First, it is important when you open, try and measure, try and wear it. Wear it as it is, and then you can see if it fits. If it fits, you are on the right way. You can measure and you can see how much you need to add. I'm gonna go and measure behind the camera and I will know if I need to do more pieces of leather of squares, and I see you later on a little bit. Okay, now that I put just a stay stitch here to be sure that it fits, it looks like it does, but there is those stripes that went here under the loop and here. The problem is when I extended, they became short. So I decided to cut them nicely and to leave those on, because I'm gonna go in and I'll show you. If I'm gonna remove them, I will have holes on the pleather. So I don't want holes, and it's all right if they're gonna be like this, but I'm gonna sew them. I'm gonna add to them some piece of leather to make them longer, and I will gonna install them here on the side, as they're supposed to be from the, not from the back, because now it's the back, and it's gonna be from the middle of the body and will go in the front up here. So I will extend them a little bit. I can't open those stitches, it will be ripped. This pleather, it's very cheap, so it's not strong. Now next, what I decided to do is I need to extend this belt, the finish here. I hope you can see what I'm showing you. So to extend this, I want exact the same color of the belt. So I am opening this piece from inside, the left side, the inside. I will take one piece from here, gonna add on both sides of the jacket, and to have the belt inside, I will use different pieces of leather. I have enough, so I will add different pieces of leather inside. It won't be seen outside. It is important that outside I will have exact the same color of the belt. So the inside one I will add pieces, and the inside I will add different color, because it's inside and it doesn't matter if it's shining or not. So I'm gonna continue doing this out, and I will show you step by step, every step, what I'm doing, how I'm extending, what I am adding, that you should do if you have exact the same jacket or look alike or just jacket, that leather jacket or pleather jacket that you can fix and do. I am gonna continue to trying and do things and show you the best results that they ever exist. So I see you in a little bit. I'm gonna do things behind the camera. This piece will go inside, so I will cut the belt piece. Is you remember that that piece will go on top and this piece of leather go inside. It is important that it should be stay shine the outside as it is. Right. I'm showing you the piece that I decide to switch. That's it. So as I mentioned, one will go on top of the another. Here you go. This one will go here, the inside, and those pieces I will add from outside. Here you go. And this way I will not have a lot of changes. Well, I showed you that, and I'm going to continue cutting those stripes, adding them here. They're supposed to be. This is an easy. Just add a piece, and then I'm going to cut another piece on the other side here, and I'm going to add another piece, and then I will see work with the sleeves. After I'll finish working with the sleeves, adding the fabric, then only then I will work on the belt. The belt will be the last one. The stripes I will add a little pieces, match. Here I'm gonna cut and match from my waist to the loops and to the clips here. So I need to match them because I like those stripes. They looking nice. Don't you agree with me? I'll see you a little bit later. All right, this is what I did, and I want to show you what I did as I open the piece of the belt that I need to add on the sides. As you remember, as I showed you here, piece missing because I am extending, making bigger. So this piece will go on the side. I did cut piece with leather, and I added up. I give the stitch on the sewing machine, and I will give a stay stitch here after I'm gonna finish with the belt. There's no reason for me to go with the machine and go and give the stitch and then add the pieces. So I will go and do, after I'm gonna add all the pieces with the belt, I'm gonna give the stay stitch to it. Now I'm gonna cut those things and I will transfer them to the sides where they're supposed to be. And I see you a little bit later. I am continue doing and adding fabric or the leather to the jacket, and I want to show you how I prolong. If you can see it, this one is longer and that one it's not. So I would like to show you how I'm doing it. I cut the piece, needs to be a little bit wider on the end. This end needs to be a little bit smaller, and I want to show you how I did it. You have to do at least, I think, half on an inch or 1 centimeter and a little bit more to secure. And then I give stitches here and inside. Also I feel with my hand how I am working on my sewing machine, that it's going to be the thicker here and there, and then I give the stitches here and here. Let me show you. I hope that you can see what I'm doing here. What I did. So I did here stitch and here stitch. You will feel it because it's going to be much thicker, whereas the end is. I am closing inside, and this is how I add. And 2 stitches also here and here. You can show that. You can see that. So this is how I prolong that. And I'm going to go under the sewing machine. This is the last thing that I need to do. I will do it and I'll go back on the table and show you how I'm continue adding the fabric and how I'm working to make my jacket fit me. I am continue installing the all the parts that I need for the jacket, and I would like to show you what I did here. This is the sleeve. The sleeve, I did add for a sleeve a piece, and I need to connect this piece to the sleeve hole, but I need to install those 2 stripes, and I did extend them, and I just need to open here because I tried to see how it goes, if it fits. Now I want to go on the piece that goes to the sleeve. You see this goes like triangle, long triangle. This will go to the second sleeve here. And I have pieces of lining, also triangles, 2 triangles. I will go and install on the machine those pieces, and then after I'm gonna install those pieces of the sleeve, I will install those pieces on the sides with stripes. After I'm gonna install the stripes, I will go and sew, of course, the opening of the sleeve after I'm gonna install the stripes. After I'm gonna install the stripes, I will give stitches, and here I have already connect the lining fabric one side. So what it will be left later on, it's a belt. So I'll go and I'll work slow and I will show you the process. All right, I install almost everything besides the belt. So I would like to show you a little bit of the size of the jacket. Here I installed is, you remember the stripes. The stripes, and the stripes are fine. I just want to show you that I did add some fabric to it, leather, and I sew them in. The sleeves are having the adding fabric in, and I'm turning on the other side. The top I didn't need to work on, and I did add the lining here and the lining inside the sleeve also. So everything is packed and sewn, and I did measure. It's feel wonderful, and only what being left is to add the belt, the outside and the inside. And I would like to show you here. And as you remember, I open the inside and I transfer this to the outside. I give one stitch, and when I'm gonna double it, I will install exact this piece. I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna go to the other side, and I'm gonna do the same. Before I'm gonna do this, I did the stay stitch with lining, because it's very important that lining shouldn't move, should stay in one place. This is the other side of the left side of the jacket, and I have enough piece from inside to add to the outside belt. To inside belt, I will use a fabric that been left, the leather that been left, the small piece that I will need to add on the bottom. And this one, don't forget, this is double. So I'm gonna give a stay stitch only after I'm gonna connect those pieces together. After I'm gonna connect them together with the under fabric, under leather, then I will give a stay stitch here, and I'm gonna do it outside. First I'm gonna give this stay stitch, then I'm gonna give this stitch on top. The reason is because this stitch, the stay stitch on the bottom, will keep it straight and will keep it the shape. So I'm going to go now and measure and see, because I did connect one piece already, but I didn't cut yet. The reason I didn't cut yet, I want to see how it lays nice on top. If you can see it, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. All I need to do is add on the bottom piece that missing, if you can see it, and sew them together. So I'm gonna go and do that, and I'll come back to you and show you the next step, what I'm going to do. It was a little bit of challenge. I'm not gonna say it's not, because this fabric, I don't know what it is, the main fabric, and I added leather, gentle leather from the pants, as you remember. So now what I need to do, now I need only finish the belt. The belt, it's my main and the last work. Don't forget to add seam allowance. It is important that you should add seam allowance in every piece of work. And here I'm going to add seam allowance. Okay, come on. Now I'm going to work on the bottom. The top I did, and now the bottom. 3.5 inches, and here 3.5 inches. Simple, just mark 3.5 inches. And I am showing you that you shouldn't be afraid to create adding pieces. It's not so hard as you think. The only thing I need to know, the I will have some problems, so I will cut and I will measure again. Because I did almost all the work behind the camera. My camera gives me trouble. When I'm moving the camera to the sewing machine, she's turning on the other side. So she doesn't let me have full on the screen, and she's giving me a short screen and not everything you can see. So this is why I am not moving to the sewing machine. I will work on the camera later on, and I will try and I want to see if I'm cutting right. Don't want to make mistake. Right, and those small pieces needs to go. I like to clip, as I know I don't like to use on the leather pleather pins, and small clips also. It's not so comfortable. So yeah, I need only the exact measurements. Exact measurements with that. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm measuring exact, And I'm going to draw the line there. All right. Okay, let me measure C again. Yes, it will fit. Now I can cut. So that's it. This is the pieces that I need to add. One of them go on the belt here, and the other will go on the belt here. So this is it. I'm going on the sewing machine and I will connect them together. I am done. It took a while to put the belt on, but if you can see here, it's beautiful. And here it's a leather, and look how beautiful it looks. I'm done. I'm finished, and this leather coat will be in my closet. I will wear it in springtime. I hope you can see it. It's beautiful. It fits me and I love it. If you like my videos, put thumbs up, like my videos, support me with that you like videos and you signing up. It's hard to work one-way street and I need your support. Stay beautiful, stay healthy, stay designer as you are, and I hope to see you next time. So long.